A collaborative effort with the creators of the Guilty Gear and BlazBlue series, Persona 4 Arena presents a fascinating fork in the road for the famous RPG franchise, serving fans accustomed to the stoic clip of turn-based battles, a fast-paced, anime-style fighter featuring characters from the last two games of the series. The Mavericks of the Midnight Channel are venturing forth into their riskiest expedition yet. Does Persona 4 Arena pull through with smash ratings?
You're all here now.
I can feel my excitement for the match rising.
Following the footsteps of games such as Dissidia Final Fantasy, Persona 4 Arena marks the latest fighter to draw inspiration from a source with seemingly little to do with the business of fighting.
Come on down!
But a big part of what makes this game successful is the approach it takes to making its crossover work. Rather than trying to retroactively define what fighting could be within the boundaries of an RPG world, Persona 4 Arena brings a game and combat engine fully informed by the series that spawned it. Featuring mechanical elements lifted from the RPG, like status effects, awakenings, and all-out attacks, Persona 4 Arena steps out as a certifiably unique fighting game of its own, though the complexity of systems can certainly feel familiar for anyone that's ever played an Arc System Works game. The game's lesson mode provides an efficient way of running players through the rigors of combat, pairing instructive text blurbs with interactive practice drills. For additional alone time, players can practice moves against a dummy in training mode or attempt the plethora of combo trials in challenge mode. Reading up on the clever nuances behind the game's mechanics illuminates the level of painstaking detail at play here. The one feature worth pointing out, however, is Persona 4 Arena's story mode, which interestingly enough turns out to be one of the central fixtures of the game. Comprised of several character campaigns presented in a visual novel-style format, it offers a bevy of interconnected paths, dialogue choices, and beefy walls of text for players to sift through. A bookmark function allowing you to recall your previously saved progress is a tip-off to the enormity of the mode scale, which can quickly prove to be too much for all but the most devoted of players. But for those that are genuinely into it, the payoff comes at playing through a canonical follow-up to Persona 4, penned by the actual Persona team. The plentiful and capably done voice acting sticks out too.
You know, it's been a while since last time.
When it's time to crush cards and fire off some evokers, arcade mode provides a far more expedient course, followed by a challenging score attack mode keyed straight into global leaderboards. Network play, however, stands out as the obvious winner of the lot, which features included replays and 8-player spectator-enabled lobbies. Our overall experience online with the PS3 version has been largely positive thus far, but the netcode for the Xbox 360 version is in bad shape as of press time. The developers have acknowledged the issue and are reportedly working on a patch to remedy the community's complaints. Built from the backbone of the series' key RPG components and distinct paranormal angle, Persona 4 Arena forges a slew of interesting connections to its source that reverberate throughout the game. The various modes are brilliantly put together, and a gallery feature stocked with unlockable art, movies, and music allows players to kick back and admire the fruits of their labors. Alas, not everything in the game is given away for free. Peddling minor cosmetic options via DLC is a bit of a miserly move on Atlus's part, but since they don't impact gameplay in the slightest, it doesn't matter too much in the end.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
It doesn't matter what! One more good hit will do it!
With an underlying focus on quarter circle motions and built-in auto combos that you unleash simply by tapping the weak attack repeatedly, Persona 4 Arena is easily the least demanding fighter that Arc System Works has put out in terms of execution. But though the game takes a forward approach in simplifying inputs for newcomers, it remains every bit as complex and competitive as any other game by the creators of Guilty Gear.
Please hit! Let this hit!
From unblockable, ambiguous, and fuzzy guard setups to loops, launchers, and more, Persona 4 Arena fosters an able venue for high and beginner-level play alike. People who may not have the experience of a wizened tournament pro will still be able to find themselves hit-confirming into damaging yet unoptimized combos, keeping players of all levels honest in a fairly balanced way. The fighting engine is definitely rich with possibility, and it gets better still when the series' unique influences come into play, surfacing as control-inhibiting status effects, player-specific subsystems, and baseline fighting mechanics that cleverly conform to aspects of the RPG. The personas add a particularly intriguing element to combat, With matchups and strategies that can single-handedly hinge on the way that these spectral protectors are deployed, fights often transform into interesting displays of disembodied warfare, which is quite a sight to watch in action. Though it's clear that Arc System Works brings its expertise of arcade fighters to the table, its creative pairing with an unexpected franchise has created a combat system quite unlike anything it's ever done before. Catering to all levels of skill and appealing to its crafty RPG roots, it's definitely a piece of work to admire from all angles.
The battle begins tonight!
You're in my way. You're going down too.
Swathed in gorgeous 3D environments, vibrant interface displays, and bright hues including a particularly liberal use of the series' beloved yellow, Persona 4 Arena certainly goes all the way with its reverence to the source material, with a flattering visual package that handily captures its look and vibe. The sprite work in particular is some of the best from Arc System Works yet, with the hugely detailed personas looking exceptional in motion. And for those hoping to evade the English-laden earworms of the RPG soundtrack, a number of the game's infectiously catchy tunes make a return, some as well-placed menu music, and others as remixed battle themes. Consistent in look and thorough in detail, it's an impressive production from top to bottom.
This is our grand finale.
After a number of spin-offs and side projects, including its very own anime series in Japan, it was only a matter of time until Persona 4 dabbled in something well outside its comfort zone. But unlike so many other licensed fighters before it, Persona 4 Arena does a good deal more. By appropriately mating the strengths and traits of its mixed heritage, Persona 4 Arena flourishes as a fantastically realized fighting game that stands tall even without resting on the laurels of legacy. As such, whether you're into the series or not, Persona 4 Arena is one fighting game definitely worth tuning into.
An elegant finish.